This is a very simple and easy to make pot hanger I made for cooking over a campfire. There's only two pieces to it. The first piece is a 4-foot long section of 5/8 inch round stock. The second piece is 3/8 inch round stock, about 1.5 feet long, and when you're done forming it, it ends up being about 1 foot in length, with a little dip built into the end of it, and not real noticeable, but a slight recurve there just to give a little more strength when you have a pot hanging on it. And the end is just folded hot over the forge like a safety pin fold or something, and it just gives a friction fit when it's on the vertical pipe. I made it a number of years ago, and the other day I decided I'd go ahead and revamp it and improve it a little bit. When I originally made it, I tapered the bottom end of the vertical rod just to make it a little easier to drive into the ground. So just a few seconds with the angle grinder cleaned that up again like new, and I went ahead and took this opportunity to heat treat it and harden it up a little bit. Here we go into the water quench. And that is it. For the simplistic purposes this thing's going to be put to, that should be plenty adequate. That's the end that gets driven down into the ground. And that's the end that you pound on with a hammer. I chamfered it in just a little bit to prevent or to slow down the rolling. It also has been heated and quenched the same way. And that's really the extent of it. The 4-foot long 5/8 inch rod pounded into the ground. And the pin, the top pin for lack of a better term, is 3/8 inch. You can see at the top of the post there, he's chamfered a little bit. That's just to keep these top edges from rolling out when you hit it with a hammer, because that's a fairly snug fit right there. So you just put them on there and hang your pot. And to adjust for either different size fires or for how fast or slow you want to cook something, or how hot you want it to get, you lift up on the outer edge of the pin, and that allows it to slide down. And as soon as you leave it alone or put some weight on it, it's good and solid. And to raise it up, same thing again. So it's pretty much infinitely adjustable and is pretty handy for when you're camping, because the whole thing packs up into a pretty compact package. And one little trick I learned when using it is pulling it out of the ground can be a little tight sometimes if it's been there for a while especially. So if it's hard to pull out of the ground, simple solution: push it to one side and hit it one time with a hammer that you drove it in with, and it comes out like it was in sand or something.